Alright guys, Gemini, back with another video, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Like I said in my last video, preparing for flooding tomorrow, don't know how it's going to go. I'll keep it posted. Hopefully, there's been floods in this area, a lot, and they're fucking scary, especially when you can't walk out of your house because the water's so fucking high, and it's not a fun situation at all to be. Will be my fourth flood, 86, 2005, and 1997 was the big one. In 1997, the flood hit, and we lost our power in our house for like 2 days. It was fucking cold. It was the middle of winter. It was January '97. Downtown floated away. It was traumatic, man, to look outside your house. I was living with my dad at the time, and you look outside your house and you can't even walk out your front door because there's so much fucking water. It's not a fun situation. You're sitting there, no power. You're just inside. You're just surviving. So yeah, not a good situation. I was gonna do in this video. Now, I'm not gonna piss on the memory of The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania 17. I'm not gonna piss on that match. It was a great match. It was iconic. It's one of the most iconic moments in WWF history, right? Yeah, it was. And I was there in Houston. I watched that shit live. And they sold the Astrodome out. They set pay-per-view records. It was, Limp Bizkit was there. I mean, it was cool. It was a cool deal. And this is strange. Now, this is just a thought that I've had. And I've told my guys on Skype this, Miguel and Ravi and Luke and Stevie. I've told them this for years, that I felt like Triple H kind of got screwed at WrestleMania 17. Now, if you think about it, now hear me out here. That match really should have been The Rock versus Triple H at WrestleMania 17. The only reason why I say that, I understand Austin won the 2001 Royal Rumble, okay, which solidified him as the number one contender for WrestleMania 17. I understand all that. But if you remember the preceding pay-per-view from the Royal Rumble 2001, which was No Way Out 2001, I got a cramp in my foot. It sucks. I hate that shit. Ow, 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 cramp in my foot. I'm trying to make a video. God damn it. Ow, ow, oh, fuck. That's a great way to make a video, Jim. An impromptu foot cramp. Okay. Oh, fuck, dude, I hate that. Ah, fuck. Oh, man. I hate that shit. Anyways, okay, so I'm better. Sorry. Anyway, so in 2001, Las Vegas, No Way Out. You remember that match? It was Triple H and Stone Cold Steve Austin, 2 out of 3 falls, whatever the where they did all the wrestling match, the cage match, and the street fight. And Triple H won that shit and beat Austin. For me, I looked at that, and Triple H won, right? Triple H beat the number one contender. In my mind, right there, being the Triple H fan that I was like, whoa, Triple H just beat the number one contender, so therefore he should be the number one contender. I always felt that way. I always felt like Triple H was screwed because Austin was the number one guy, and he just lost to Triple H, right? It's like, well, it should have been Triple H's match, or at least somehow, some way, it should have been a 3-way match, Triple H, The Rock, and Austin, in the main event of WrestleMania 17. I mean, right? If you beat the number one contender for the world title, you should become the number one contender. Not that Triple H didn't have huge success at WrestleMania 17 wrestling the Undertaker. It was legendary, iconic. But still, to this day, I'm like, okay, so you were the best, which Austin was, and Triple H just beat the best. So doesn't Triple H get rewarded with the title match at WrestleMania? Right? I mean, I'm not just saying that because I was a huge Triple H fan at the time, but I mean, legit, right? I mean, Triple H had a beef that he beat Austin and he didn't get the title match. I know that it wasn't a number one contenders match or whatever, but still, I mean, you have to kind of side with Triple H on this one. Like, you just beat the guy who's going to main event WrestleMania. You should be that guy. I mean, if you're better than someone, you should be that guy, right? And that day in Las Vegas, he beat Stone Cold Steve Austin, which was awesome because I had all my Triple H stuff on, and it was a great memory. My friend John, he was a huge Stone Cold Steve Austin fan, so I totally got to rub it in his face. Later at WrestleMania, when Austin won the title, he got to rub it in my face because I wanted The Rock to win. And he also got to rub it in my face when The Undertaker beat Triple H that day. So he rubbed all that stuff in my face. I was so pissed off that Triple H wasn't the number one contender at WrestleMania 17 because I was such a fan of Triple H. I stopped watching wrestling for like 2 or 3 years because it made me so mad that Triple H didn't get the title match. Yeah, I didn't watch wrestling from WrestleMania 2001. I mean, I watched through the Alliance stuff, but the end of 2001, I didn't watch Raw and wrestling again until 2004. I took a 3-year break because I was so pissed off at Triple H not being the number one contender. 3-year break. Not only that, but when I came back from Houston in 2001, I was so freaking broke I couldn't afford to go to any more shows. So, anyways, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much. Sorry about my foot cramp.